Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. The next episode of Red Valkyrie is about to start. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie. I am your host, Shae the Red, and I am here with my amazing co-host, Cyborg Valkyrie. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody. Again, I am doing awesome. And thank you, everybody, for your patience. Those of you who actually, were nice.
Yeah, Jason, jeez.
Dick.
Jason, one of his favorite things to do is to wait 2 minutes before we're supposed to go live and pop in to say late. And then when I yell at him, he goes, well, you're going to be anyway. I'm just getting ahead of the curve.
I'm early for you being late. Okay.
Right, exactly. And we're here yet again with the super awesome Russ Leach. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm a little bit tipsy because I've been drinking, and
That's
it's
okay.
3 o'clock in the morning here, but it's good. It's good.
Look, 3 in the morning and a little tipsy is like the perfect way to come on this show. It's exactly what you should be doing. It's exactly what should be happening. Best shit show out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're here once again for the helm. Thank you for noticing. I put a lot of work into this, hence why everything else is just a black turtleneck. The helmet is pretty badass. It is a modified Halloween helmet of a Knights Templar with some really awesome foam. What was it? It's like foam clay that's over the top, and then it's painted with some FX flexible acrylics. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I really like it.
It's made with awesomeness and dreams and amazing talent.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, because I'm at my parents' house right now. If you couldn't tell, Russ, this is obviously not my setup.
It's not
I did not
studio.
pick. You see this pink house coat right here? I don't have a pink house coat that I walk around in that's fuzzy. That's totally my mom.
Enough. I'm sure you'd wear it with style if it was yours.
She's saving up for a pink house coat, so
right? Like I can't afford one right now. I need more super chats. And wise guys, no, I did not use any war blood. It's actually hard plastic. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Just a lot of foam and crafting by hand. So
awesomeness.
It's not perfect, but it's pretty fucking awesome. So we'll take it anyway.
It's cool. I'm impressed.
I was impressed with myself, and I gotta say, so I'm sitting here and I'm trying to explain to my mom, like, I have a show and I cosplay, and she's like, yeah, and I was like, and I need to make this helmet. And she goes, how in the fucking hell? And I went, look, I understand. And I was like, here's my idea. So oh my gosh. Before I continue on with the story, thank you, Jason, for the $2 for my pink house coat donation. Oh, sad face. I'm gonna have to own one of those now just because.
Pack the one behind you in your bag when you leave.
I'm just gonna throw it. Be like, Mom, I'm gonna give you $2. You're gonna give me this house coat, okay? The fans demanded it.
And I'm gonna take a towel as well.
I think I'll just take this. I mean, it kind of doubles, if we're going to be honest. It's really fluffy. But yeah, so I'm trying to explain to my mom, like, how I'm cosplaying, and she understands. Like, she's made all of my costumes growing up. So we go to a Halloween store. We're walking around. I pick up this helmet, and she goes, I have no idea how in the hell you're going to make that work. And I was like, just trust me. And then we get home, and it was a huge pain in the ass, but I made it work. And by the time I was done, she goes, I don't even understand how you did all of this. Like, I watched you do all of it, and I just went, wow, I wouldn't have thought of doing that. And she's like, nope, didn't think you could do that either. This is insane. I was like, thanks, Mom. I can do things, kind of. I'm almost an adult.
Yeah, like 8 hours ago, she's sitting at the kitchen table, just sitting there painting. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And my mom comes around. She's like, oh, it's pretty. It looks really good. I'm like, oh, thank you, Mommy. Can I have Wendy's today?
Can I has Frosty?
I want a Wendy's, and you make me your good shake. Okay, that's literally. I wish I was joking. We had Wendy's, and my mom made me a what is it, cherry cordial shake. So I was like, it's like I'm back home.
Sounds fantastic. That sounds brilliant.
So good. It's very good. Anyway, away from all of the money talk, we are here for Russ Leach's amazing book, Only Death Can Save Us. Let's just go into your pitch. Let's do it, Russ.
Okay. Have you got? Move it up a little bit. You can. Then I can read it from the screen. Thank you.
Oh,
a little bit further.
You got it.
Hey,
there you go.
Only Death Can Save Us is a Bronze Age-inspired cosmic fantasy romp, bringing together action and pathos as the ancient elemental known as Death leaps from his ethereal retirement to help a young soul protect her loved ones, her world, and even existence itself.
See, we could have read that, but the fact that you have the British accent just sold it. Yeah. Hello.
It's
so that's why we love Russ on, is because he says things and he'll say something like, Shae, you're broke. And I'm like, oh, it sounds so dreamy. Like, doesn't register the same. So I'll be like, Shae, you're broke. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, such high class insults he brings to the table. I want Russ on my side.
Right. I just can't wait for you to start feeding Russ insults and him to say them, and for me to not even register them as bad and just be like, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
you make good points.
I like this. Anyway, back to your pitch. I'm sorry, Russ.
Okay. It's Bronze Age inspired, so it's from all the comics when I was a kid, and it's all ages. So it's designed to be fun and action. There's no ideology. There's no politics or any of that kind of crap, which is too much of in comics nowadays. At the same time, you could leave the book on the side, and your kids could pick it up and they could have fun with it. So there's no gore, there's no sex, but there is romance, there is action, there is a hero's journey, and everything in between.
That is awesome, and I'm very excited for this. By the way, I forgot what character this was. I just remember telling you the first time I had you on, and I did Death.
Yes,
and
that was
painted
so cool.
my hair.
Yeah, that was very cool, and that went up
Thank
on that
you.
fan art page. That went up on the fan art page. That you are cosplaying as Pestilence right at the moment.
Yes. So when I scrolled down, because I was like, I remember telling you, I'm the next time you're on, I'm going to make this helmet. And then when we were going to have you on Saturday, I was like, I'm so tired. so I was like, I just can't. And my internet keeps dropping and everything's going wrong. So I was like, we're just going to push it. And so we pushed it because Russ is the best gentleman out there. And he totally pushed it despite the very early day for him, the very, very late. And then
my internal clock is all screwed because it has been for the last 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, you've been campaigning pretty hard, so and you're getting on everyone's channels that are like in Australia or America, and for you being in the middle, you're just kind of fucked either way.
Yeah, screwed. It doesn't matter which way it is. So you just drink more vodka and hope it works out.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Well, I would probably go maybe vodka Red Bull, vodka, some other energy drink to, try to get some
just something to make your heart explode while getting totally shit-faced,
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I'm totally going to do famine at some point, just to let you know. That's really awesome.
Right? And that was the thing, is all of the characters in this are so much fun. And I totally forgot that this was Pestilence. And then after I made the helmet and I looked back at it and I was like, oh, I'm like the worst one. Pestilence is like all the bugs and ew.
Pestilence isn't Pestilence disease?
Yeah.
But
it's like all the nasty.
All the characters are we have them the wrong way up. They're not what you think they are. And the four horsemen are not about apocalypse; they're about regeneration and renewal. And all our mythologies are just a little bit skewed and out, and their names have come down through millennia, and we've cocked up.
So shit translation on top of shit translation.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So pestilence is actually a very as are all the four horsemen. They're warriors of light. They're the good guys.
So basically, their names are almost what they're fighting against.
Yeah.
So like pestilence is fighting against all of the disease, and famine is like fighting against people starving.
Yeah. You could see it that way. Yeah, because they're effectively trying to in this short prologue in the start of the book, they're effectively fighting for the next version of the universe to make sure that the hordes of evil are kept at bay, and that's what they do. And you find out how later.
I'm so on board for this, and I love the style that you have because it feels. I think I said this last time. It feels a lot like the old school kind of comics, and it feels kind of heavy metal, and it feels like just kind of like super intense and like exactly what you want in a comic, just to have fun and enjoy.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. I've got big oh God, I've got lots of vodka in me actually. I've got
you paused it big, and I thought
got
we're
big
going in a weird direction.
I've got big inspiration from artists like Kirby and Ditko, from Starlin in story areas as well. My favorite inker is Joe Sinnott, but John Buscema, Sal Buscema, all those guys, they
awesome.
they all feed into what I love about comics. I've played with lots of different styles, but this is my favorite. This is the one that's very me. So for my own book, this is what I had to do.
Between the palettes, the art style, the line weights, and all that kind of stuff, I didn't read comics really in the 80s, and at least not mainstream ones. But I mean, this so reminds me of like 80s He-Man kind of stuff, with your thicker pencils, and it's just awesome. Yeah, it's really a throwback.
That's exactly what I went for, because there didn't seem to be many people doing it. It was something that I loved. So it was like, for those people that remembered it, it was new content without having to go and get a reprint of the old Marvel, what have you. And for
because then the color is going to look like garbage. It's going to be on like newsprint or something like that. So you're still not even going to capture it the way it was intended.
No. So and then for new people, it was something that wasn't being done. So.
God, she reminds me so much of like Big Barda. It's so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a bit of that in there. Yeah.
But that's what I love about her, is because it's not like a delicate little flower. It's not like a token female. Like she's like she's like a good, strong female, and I love it.
She's like, Token, I will fuck you up.
Exactly. Like, call me Token, I dare you. But that's the same thing as like you have a black character, but it's not like, hey, and I'm the black guy. It's like, he just happens to be.
Yeah, because exactly. There's no box ticking here. It's just what suited the character, and that suited that look was what I went for. With Pestilence, she is pivotal to the story as well. So you'll be seeing her again. So yeah.
Shae, you're pivotal.
That's so awesome. I know, it almost makes me not want to give up the helmet at any point in time, but I think that
you haven't really said you're going to give up the helmet. Or are you saying you're?
I know, but at the same time, it would be good. I'm just look. There could be a surprise. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Was that overt enough, or should I go a little bit more?
You really think Vodka Man is going to object to you being more obvious?
He's not going to give a shit. He's going to be like, I'll take another hit. I don't know. Look, when I was in Britain and working with a bunch of British people, I found that A lot of them are very good at drinking clear up until the hour before they're supposed to be at work, catching a cold shower, quick shave, and showing up to work still totally shit-faced, but doing their job very well.
Yeah, we can work whilst shit-faced. It does happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little
It's
it's a
genetic.
little unnerving at how good everybody seems. It's like a skill that you all learn as children.
I learned to do it particularly well. I used to go and train up in the mountains in near Mount Snowdon in Wales, in Snowdonia, and we'd train there. We'd train there for a week out in the open karate, and we'd get absolutely hammered at night until about 3 o'clock in the morning. Then we'd be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, kicking the crap out of each other. So you kind of get to learn. You learn how to cope with the alcohol and still manage to defend yourself in some way. That's good. It's good training.
Shae, are you?
You
cosplaying
guys
this
have it
one
as an
next?
art form. Wait, which one?
The middle.
Is it the can we talk about it? Because damn.
Forearms.
Forearms.
Yeah.
You've always got to have a spare pair.
Wait, is Death interviewing people?
Death is listening to the stories of the departed.
So you got this dude who looks like a Roman legionnaire, and then you got this four-armed person.
There are aliens in the universe, yeah.
And then you've got Miss Sassfinger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, you didn't.
You didn't.
That is not how it happened. And then I got hit by a bus.
Death is a shepherd. He's not this. He isn't Death. He isn't what we think he is.
He looks pretty fucking bored.
He is bored.
Right?
He's bored shitless. Yes, that's the reason why he leaves. He's like, oh, somebody else jump in for me, will you? I'm off to do this. So,
Sai, did you see that we got a super chat?
I'm clicking it. It's not letting me click.
Hold on. Let me see if I need to.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Froggo.
Froggo funding. Thank you very much, Froggy, for the $5. We appreciate you. I wanted to make sure that we got to say hey to you, and thank you for that because Froggy says that they have to crash, go to bed. So thank you for showing up.
Jesus, is that like your 17th account?
No, you're mixing two people.
Why do people have to be so the same?
I know. There are many frogs. And we love them all.
Can't one be a toad?
That's it. There you go. Well, no. So that's Joe Ball is now the toad. See, we got him. We got all of them. That's fine.
Okay, and I was trying to highlight this. Thank you very much, by the way, Froggy. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. $5.
So, Mike Odin from Facebook. Thanks for chilling with us, Odie. He says, I had a British Royal Marine as attack officer in military school that was drunk 90% of the time. Factual. That's just true.
And his previous comment was that he didn't even know we were on Facebook until he saw our last stream. So thanks for checking us out there. Appreciate it. If you're liking it on Facebook, hit that like on Facebook. Not that I can see when you hit like on Facebook as opposed to on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, bored as fuck. Old lady.
It's hilarious as you keep scrolling. The girl that I almost had to cosplay due to time restraint she's just the most like plain Jane.
Yeah,
Chrissy.
Yeah.
She just is so.
I pointed
just
her
look
out
at
to
her.
you. I pointed her out to you, and I'm like, a white T-shirt, blue jeans, and what looks like an ID badge.
Nice and simple.
Yeah. Also, not identifiable at all. You know, it's the favorite thing to do when you're supposed to be a cosplayer on a YouTube channel to wear a white T-shirt.
She's the girl next door in an ever-expanding universe. There you go.
Yeah. Yep. She very much is. And I remember if you haven't gone on Russ's page and read this interaction, go and read this interaction because
reading
I
it right
felt
now.
like death. I was like, oh my gosh.
So I
Can you
went back
shut
to some
up?
chips. And bravo for not calling them crisps.
Yeah. The guy that does the dialogue for me, he ran over my script and produced the dialogue. He said, "Do you want it in American or do you want it in British?" I went, "No, go the American. That's my biggest market."
Aww.
Yay!
Everything was like woo woo woo, you know.
So I feel like
Yeah.
we need to cover your tears
You
because
just
you
keep
got
talking.
some.
I'm reading.
Okay.
It's reading it now. Just
She's like, hold on, I really like this. So let's go over your tiers because I want people to be able to back you. And real quick, Sai, can you go just back up to the top to see the total?
$9 bajillion.
Oh, that would be good. I could
Okay,
retire.
so
Hold on.
do me a favor.
Refresh.
Yes.
Why? Are you saying that you backed something, Shae?
No, I'm just telling you to refresh.
Work.
Oh my gosh, your internet.
Hey,
It's on my screen.
There you go.
thank you.
91.52. That is
Awesome.
that is awesome. That is amazing. I
2 days
really
left,
want to
folks.
see you hit 10K before that 2 days ticks over.
Thank you,
because this
Shae.
is such an awesome concept. But luckily for anyone who maybe has money be a little bit tight, you might have a little bit of time because it is going to go in demand, correct, Russ?
It will go in demand. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be sending them out in January, so it'll stay in demand for a couple of months after that, I would imagine, until I get to the second book.
Thank you for not
Awesome.
saying December because you would have screwed yourself. And just to remind people who did not see the first show, 80 plus pages, perfect bound, full color, 60 pages of story, concept art, and a character gallery.
Yes.
I would imagine it'll end up more than 80 pages now as well. So
Now, are you planning on adding any to the 60 of story, or is it all just going to be extras?
no, it's just gonna be extras and presentation and bits and pieces, information, some stuff from the production.
Are you sure? Because I could definitely use more Chrissy.
I haven't got enough of Chrissy. I've got enough of her for a lifetime. Todd's Truth has a really awesome comment. He says, I have backed this project twice and I'm looking at it a third time.
Todd, thank you.
That is amazing.
Yes, we'll have to talk about, if you're doing that several times and that's 3 times the postage, I'm going to have to do something about that.
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Yeah. I'll have to do something about that. So
I'll have to make you a hand turkey. You can just slip in little prints of hand turkeys to people that back multiple times. Be like, it's a hand turkey of pestilence. And they'll be like, oh, thanks. That's so great. Okay. Let's go over your tiers because you got some great ones. Oh,
you're
what?
Getting it out of order, young lady. Stretch goals.
Let's look at your stretch goals and then we'll look at your tiers because I'm getting yelled at by an angry cyborg.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
I don't trust them, you know. Like, what? One with Skynet? I'm just saying.
Cyborgs.
Almost there. I went too far.
I know there's so much goodness in this campaign page.
There it is. Right, so we're very close to number 4. Very, very close. All right,
so for the first stretch goal, we got, I'm sorry, I can't, like, it's like a postage stamp on my screen because I'm on my phone.
At the first one, it's pestilence. Oh, God, it's gone.
Sigh.
I zoomed.
Why?
Stop.
Don't zoom for me. You guys can read it just because I can't.
Okay. There it is. So the first one is Pestilence. These are all A5 postcards, so they're just a bit smaller than the average comic book size, and they're a nice thick card. So the first one's Pestilence, second one's War, third one is Famine, and the last one will be Death.
I like it.
So you get all four. What I think it'd be really nice to actually see them in a frame, because I really like having like postcards, sets of things in frames, whether it's the collectible cards or postcards or stuff. After this, so I can't really. If I can, in demand, I'll make this happen. But if it doesn't happen, then this little piece of artwork from 6 a.m., which is absolutely brilliant, I will chuck in a sticker of it for everybody.
It needs to be a patch.
I know it needs to be a patch.
It has to be a patch. I'm sorry, it's so good.
But if I can't make that, then it will go. It will be a sticker. But I'm desperate to make it a patch. I've already got it. I've already got it organised and set up to go. So yes, I want it to be a patch.
So that's at 9,000 pounds.
Yeah, which is I think it's about $11,000. So
okay, come the fuck on, people. Seriously. Do you not see the goodness that this could be? We cannot let this go to waste. It has to be a patch. This is probably one of the coolest ones out there.
It would be an awesome patch. Something I will do with this at some point in time. I think I'll stick it on a T-shirt as well, actually, because I have a Teespring store, so it will end up going on a T-shirt. But the patch. So
Russ,
cool.
we're gonna work on this. We're gonna get 6 a.m. to do all 4 of the Horsemen, and then worst case scenario, Cy and I are gonna kick some money towards having at least like 4 4-pack patches made. We'll make it work, because we have to have. I want all 4 of them as patches. I think that'd be amazing.
That would be cool.
Especially if they were 6 a.m.s.
What will happen is for the next book, I'll definitely get him to do the other 3 as well. I think, so that you can get the set. So
love it.
None of his artwork will be wasted, and he does such lovely stuff.
They're just so cute.
Yeah, fantastic style. So it's got to be done. Got to be done.
It has to.
After that, there's another poster, which again, the pin-up, you'll be able to see the pin-up in the book. It's just, this would be another ink poster. I'd be onto Spot UV, and then I'd go up to a 5-page backup story if it went that far, but that would be a lot of money. So it's out there in the distance, I think.
Okay, so some of those, obviously, as you're in demand and you're getting close to fulfilling, some of those stretch goals aren't going to end up ticking off, because you're gonna be going to print.
Yeah, exactly.
But you were saying that you wanted to keep this up even after fulfilling the initial run.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to be doing. I will be doing extras. I want to get it out to as many people as I possibly can, and then on top of that, when I go to a second book, I'm going to need some, because I'd like to offer the first book with the second book as a tier as well.
Absolutely.
I want to gain readership. I want to push the story out to as many people as possible. I'm taking all those things into account, and you really got to see these things as a marathon, not a sprint. And you got to take the third book into account and be committed to rolling them all out, which is what I am. So I have got another project that I'm jumping onto in January, which will be announced at some point. And then as soon as I'm finished that project, I'll be on to the second book.
I see, and I'm super excited, because this looks like so much fun, and I really want to see. So how many books are you planning total for this?
For this first arc is 4 books. All at the same page count.
Okay.
I'd really like to then, if possible, deliver them all as a compendium, slightly oversized in a hardback, and just have them black and white. If the audience is there, if people want it, But
Oh
then
yeah.
from there on, I'm working with the guy who did the script writing, the dialogue, Rick, and I've got other stories that I'd like to tell as well. So there's lots of directions for us to go with them.
Absolutely. Well, and the great thing is if you've got 4 books, that means that every campaign you can have a new patch goal. And when you do your compendium, you can start combining like the A4 prints that you have and all that kind of stuff. You can start combining all of those in like mega packs.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. I really love this campaign. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over your tiers. And for anyone who's wondering, Sai has to be a little bit quiet for just a second. There's limited ability to talk at the current moment, but they're working on coming back, so they'll just be scrolling for us. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at your tiers. Your featured tier, which is the tier that I definitely backed.
Yeah, that's got all the prints in it. Yeah, so you've got two tiers with 2 prints in each tier, and this tier is all of the prints, including one from me. So you've got 4 A4 prints, so they're just over the size of a comic book. And they're in black and white, and the idea is to have them in black and white rather than color because of the inking that's produced on them. We've got a Rob Willis, we've got a Mike Emmerich print, Amrit Birdie, and Renzo Rodriguez, and all of them produce wonderful inks. So I wanted to have those as the features, and then you got one from
kind of have it like preserved.
Yeah, and then you got one from me that's twice that size in color. And I charge a little bit more, but I roll it up and package it properly and send it out in a tube so it's not folded. So if you did want to do something with it, you could. So that's the tier. That's the main tier, feature tier, and that breaks down into smaller tiers. You can have just 2 of those A4 prints with 1 book, and they're in two individual tiers. But you can also, so for instance, if you just wanted to get the book, or if you just wanted the book with a sketch from me, which is further down, you can add the Rob Willis print. That's an add-on, because I know that there are a lot of Rob Willis fans out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, Rob Willis could do no harm, like he's the most amazing. I mean, and to be fair, dude is crazy talented. So
yeah. Absolutely beautiful work. Yeah. So I
yes,
get that done. And he's I spoke to him at the start of the week, and he's doing it for me now. So
that's so cool. I can't wait to see what he does for you.
Yeah.
Especially with the characters that you have and like the heavy line weight and everything. It's because Rob almost has a more delicate touch when it comes to a lot of the line arts and the weights that he does. And so yours being so kind of nostalgia driven, I'm really interested to see Rob's take on that with his little lighter touch, but crazy, insane detail and hatching that no person should be able to do without going blind.
No, exactly. No. So he's got the bad guy, Satana, who you see later on in the book, in a clinch, in a classic fighting clinch with Death. So I can't wait to see what he does with it. Absolutely.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so we kind of went over most. Did we hit all of the tiers as far as the mix?
Yeah, there's a 2 book where you save on the book if you want to get 2 books and save on the postage,
the shipping cost.
Yeah, shipping cost. And then there's a single book plus an A4 sketch by me that's pen and ink. And I just do one of the characters from the book, but whoever gets those tiers, if they want something else, they can just let me know and I'll draw something else.
And that's an original. That's not like something that you drew and then copied.
No, so it'll be original A4 pen and ink.
That is very, very cheap for original.
And then this is, well, I aim to please. And this is an actual page art. So most of my work I do digitally for speed. But this will be a combination, so it'll be multimedia print out. So I'll be doing the pencils like I normally do them, print it out. I'll be inking over the top. So it's an actual piece of artwork, and it's unique, and it's from the book. It's the piece that's used. So I kind of do both with mixed media there.
That's awesome. I've seen a lot of people like Jason Bascom does like embellished prints sometimes.
No, it won't be that.
He'll have like a specific, and then he scans it, and then he redoes it.
No, I mean, it's what I will do is so for instance, if I was doing this in the real world with the digital tools that I have, I would do it and I would ink it, and then if I was going to do things like mechanical strike lines, like speed lines, I'd do those digitally.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in order for you to get everything, what I'll do is I'll do those digitally over the pencils. I'll print the pencils out, and then the actual guts of the page will be inked properly. So you'll get mixed media, but you'll actually get a piece of artwork.
I like that. I think that's cool. I enjoy that.
It's the best of both worlds that way, but it's not just it's not just drawing over the top of it. No.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then what do we have? So down from that one, and I apologize, Sai just texted me. Their mic has shorted out in their headset. I was wondering because they came on and it was a little bit quieter than the streams before, and now it's just gone. So
bummer.
That might be them for the night.
This is the Nutter bundle. If you're so inclined and you like the book that much, then you can buy the whole package. So you can get 2 books, one to read, one to keep. You get all 4 of the black and white prints, the A3 color print, the 4 Horsemen print, a piece of A4 art, the 11th piece of page art, because there are 11 that I've picked out of the whole book, plus a 50 by 50 centimeter canvas print. So it's like one of those stiff prints on canvas that's signed as well. And that's of the cover art.
That's awesome.
It's a big package.
Yeah, it's a great big package. And is that the last one, Sai? Or is there more?
That's the last one. Yeah.
That's the last one. Okay. Are we ready for an exclusive?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So this fucking Sai. I yelled too much at Shae. The mic was only 21st century. Stupid relics. Thanks, Sai. Thank you. Screamed at me too much in the past 2 streams. Mic cut out. So apologies, everyone. We'll make sure that Mike's Sai's microphone is fixed for future streams, but it is what it is. So we're going to go on to our Red Valkyrie exclusive. Russ, would you like to make the announcement?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so tomorrow I will put up an exclusive where for $110 US, you can get this lovely, beautiful helmet.
Not Shae.
Helmet. Not Shae. You don't get Shae for that.
You don't get Shae for $110.
You don't get Shae for $110. Oh no, never. You get a beautiful recreation of Pestilence's helmet and a book. Yeah. So there you go. Plus a small postage fee, because that includes the postage of the helmet. So it's just a small postage fee.
Yes, exactly. And these are going to be shipped separately. And unfortunately, as much as we love all of our UK counterparts, I'm really sorry. I have to limit the shipping of the helmet to the US.
It's US
because
only.
This is already expensive to ship, and if we try to ship it overseas, it'll probably be more than $110. To be honest, it's gonna...
Yes, it would be more in postage than you're actually paying for the thing itself, which would be no good at all. No good at all. So yes, US only for my US cousins. It's for you, especially for you.
I love our chat. Our chat was Wise Guys is saying, "Dang it, I was trying to score my very own Shae the Red." Mike McMahon said, "You almost had me," then said, "No Shae."
Yeah.
Mike Odin says that it's badass. Thank you very much, guys. So do you have, and wise guys asked this earlier, do you have a time in mind in which you're going to make that tier go live?
Yeah, okay. So I don't want to do it too early, do I? I don't want to do
it
it
is
too
entirely up to you, sir.
early. It will be during the day tomorrow. How's that? I'm trying to think of times. So if I was to say tomorrow afternoon around 3:00.
3:00 your time?
3:00 your time.
3:00 our time. So 3:00 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime around there, start checking out the campaign page. There's going to be an update. There's going to be a beautiful helmet up there. It's going to be great and amazing. And yes, thank you very much, Sai. So, Wise Guys was asking, why aren't you opening the tier now? And we're saying, because it's 3 a.m. for us.
3 a.m.
And there's a lot of vodka in his bloodstream. Sorry, there's not enough blood in his vodka stream. It's I almost ruined Sai's show.
I don't want to mess around with IndieGoGo UI right now. No. I'm not going to. No, it can't be done. I'm having trouble speaking, let alone tippy tapping into the computer.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern time ish. Is when Russ is going to put the beautiful helmet up for you.
There will be a tweet.
There'll be all sorts of things.
There will be a tweet to allow everybody to go see it.
Yes. So if you're not following Russ, you're already wrong. If you aren't following Shae or Sai, you're wrong. Red Valkyrie YouTube, you are also wrong. So follow all of the things, and so you can make sure to get a shot at a beautiful helmet. And yes, Wise Guys, 3 p.m., not 3 a.m.
3 p.m.
Not gosh, what time would that even be for you if it was 3 a.m.? It'd be like 8 a.m. the next day.
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, no, that's.
I will be
that's a lot.
Asleep. I will be asleep by then.
You're like, I'm still going to be trying to sleep off streams like this, this exact stream. Yes, so it is going to be our American friends' afternoon and Russ's early evening.
Yeah. So I'll probably be tweeting about it during the day to get people sort of fizzed for it.
I like it, and we'll make sure that we have some pretty high quality pictures for us, and so you guys can see this from a couple different angles. It is handcrafted, and I am an amateur, so it isn't the most perfect thing out there, but it is pretty fucking epic. I'm gonna say
it is awesome.
Look, I'm just saying, Mama Red was pretty impressed, and she's been doing crafts for like 50 plus years. So when you have somebody that into crafting that's impressed, it's a pretty good job done. Am I selling this well at all, Russ? I don't even know.
Yes, of course you are. It's fabulous.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's made with real pestilence and crushed dreams. There you go.
There was a lot of crushed dreams in making this, trust me. And for anyone who's worried about COVID, sanitation, all that kind of stuff, I will make sure that it is properly cleaned, sanitized, shipped, and ready to send off to you guys. So you guys are not going to have to worry about that. It is not made with real Corinthian leather at all. Don't put that out there. No. I can't. But yeah, it's pretty epic, and I'm really excited. I'm hoping that this sells well. I want to see at least a little bump. It may not be the best, but it'll be a bump. I want a good bump for you.
That could see us get that last stretch goal. That would be superb.
I'm just saying, I really want the patch. So come on, guys. We should start a bidding war and see if we can't get it up to patch level.
Want the patch?
So I am going to throw it to the chat. If you guys have any questions, please make sure that you post them up in here. Russ, what else do you have that you would like to highlight about this amazing project? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, this project is the final destination for from 10 years of working and trying to produce a style and getting myself into comic books. It's not the end of the journey. It's obviously I've got a long way to go. I've still got lots to learn and lots to produce, but it's definitely a sort of it's a point that I can look at and go, yes, I found
pivotal
something.
moment.
Yeah, I found something. I found my style.
Yes.
I found what I really wanted to do.
Absolutely.
And also got out on my own and did it. I'm not waiting for other people to pay me as far as, go and getting page rates and that kind of thing. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I enjoyed doing it while I was doing it. But there is something special about having your own, property out there, your own story out there, and the connection that you get with people as well. I mean, having people do like the stuff that you did, but also the fan art, people doing fan art. I'd never experienced that before. I'd seen people do copies of my stuff in Doctor Who and for Ben 10 and that kind of stuff, because kids, do that kind of thing. And it was part of the magazine to have people send pictures in, which is really cool. And then to give pictures to the kids and to see them, their parents put it up on Twitter and go, oh, like little Johnny's got this picture. And it's like, yeah, that's really cool. But to have people spend their time and be enamored enough with the character to think it was cool enough to spend their time and their energy, that's a special thing. That's a very, very special thing.
Well, that's the thing, is you created these really cool characters. I remember when I'm, painting my face up for death and I'm looking at specifically how you chose, because I don't know how many times I've been a Skull. Probably almost as many times as I've been a zombie. I've been a Skull and a zombie on this channel more than anything else.
Very popular.
And every single time it's different. And as opposed to when I'm doing zombies and they're different because it's a horde of zombies and I'm just choosing different parts of my flesh to look like they're falling off. The skulls have all been very unique to one another, and yours was one of the more unique ones because it looks almost like a floating half of a skull. Like there's no bottom jaw and everything else is black, and he's got this really big collar that's coming up, and it just really is kind of selling that the floating head skull bit. It was so much fun.
Thank you. No, it's good. Yeah, I wanted to be able to do that. His jaw does appear.
Eventually.
But it is quite a cool look to have that. So you can just drop the jaw and just have those bits at the top, and then you do get a little flash at the end that something else is going on with his skull, because it isn't a skull, it isn't a mask, and he is not what he appears to be as far as the traditional view of death is concerned.
Right.
So there's a little bit of art that you can pop up now. This is just one of the panels from the far end of the book. It doesn't give too much away, but you can see that there's something occurring if you look at his skull, and you can see that there are details on there that you can't normally see while his skull is white. So yeah.
Well, and it's just all of your characters have such a cool and iconic look to them that just kind of make you go I like it. Like you got War with this giant scar over his eye, and it's just a really stark white, really striking kind of scar. You got Pestilence, has got one of the coolest helmets I think I've ever seen, which is why I wanted to make it, because I was like, it's such a cool helmet and it's such a bitch, but I want to make it, damn it. And all of these cool little features that really make these characters stand out for what they are. It's awesome to see.
There's several nods in it during the book as well, that hopefully Easter eggs that hopefully people can pick out as well. That I won't say anything about, but
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there. So.
Sai was messaging me and asking, are you trying to share screen?
Yeah, there's that piece of artwork I was saying to you. It's just
okay.
There you go.
So my gosh, look at it.
So that's one of the panels. So you can see there's something going on with his skull there.
Yes.
Something slightly different happening, and
something very different. That's a lot of negative. That's cool. Yeah.
And then you'll go into the next books, and this will all of this will be explained at the end of the book, and you'll find out what's going on. So yeah, I'll stop that there.
Oh, that's exciting.
There you go. Just a quick flick of what's going on. I've been trying to show production as I've been going on, because on my YouTube channel I show screen captures and bits and pieces. But you don't want to show too much either, because you want people to enjoy the book. So you've got to walk that line, as it were.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm heavily intrigued off of that one panel. I'm like, what's happening? I need to see.
Yeah. things go a bit awry at the end there, but yeah, it's like I say, it's episodic in the way that it tells the story, so you can jump into any of the books and have fun with them. But there's this arc that follows all 4 books.
Yes, wise guys. So I'm gonna forgive him because he's modding for another stream at the same time. Yes, we were specifically talking about the time that I dressed up as Death, and we weren't. We could maybe be talked into it. Well, we'll see. We shall see. To be determined. Also, you look. I got to be able to do stuff for us for future campaigns too, right?
We'll be back.
I'm just saying, like,
I will have on the next book. There will be some very interesting stuff that you'll be able to do. That a cyborg might be interested in as well.
Oh,
I'll leave it at that.
You just made Cy perk up. I guarantee. So I was like, what? What just happened? See, yes, exactly. And yes, wise guys, it was face paint. So it wasn't a mask. I painted my face and my hair because it was easier.
It was very impressive.
Todd's Truth has a question for us. He says, how many books do you want to do, Russ?
Yeah, it's 4 in the arc.
So 4 in this arc, and then do you have other arcs planned?
There are other books that could happen, and they don't have to be chronological. I can take them back in the past, because I've only touched on portions of the past. There are other stories that can be told, almost Pantheon of the Gods kind of thing. You can go back and tell epic stories of previous versions of the universe and that kind of stuff. You can go anywhere. It's a bit sort of there's Kirby in there. There's there's the New Gods. There's Cosmic Cube from Stalin. It's all that kind of deep lore stuff that you don't have to be too sci-fi about. It's because the science fiction that's involved is, for all intents and purposes, so far advanced that it becomes magic. So you can kind of
that's awesome.
You can get away and do stuff.
Yeah, that's great. That's
you don't need to have a technical reason for doing something. You can do it because it's fun and it works. So, yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes that's just what you need. I don't need everyone to think through every teeny tiny little detail. Sometimes I just need something that is fun.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. We did something because we could, and fuck it. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to all be perfectly in a nice little box.
No, I think as long as your story interconnects, as in the characters do things because they do things for the right reasons, as in it's contextual within the characters that they are, the things that you'd expect them to do, the things that the journey that the story takes them on, and the universe that they inhabit. Outside of that, details, you don't need to know quite how the ray gun works. It works. It's a ray gun.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
I 1,000% agree. Todd Street said that was awesome. Wise guys, this is a very cool looking campaign. Fully agree. Love having you on. It's always such a blast. Do you have any little parting shots, or Cy, I'll give you like 2 seconds to send me a message if you have a question specifically you wanted to ask Russ, since your microphone is still broken. But do you have any last little bits?
No, just like, make an old man very happy. buy the book.
I love it. And see, Cy right there with the exact
thank
same
you.
kind of sentiments. An awesome book. Fucking buy it.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
totally agree.
I do want to say, and this is a thank you to you and to Cy and to absolutely everybody else who's had me on a stream, who's supported the book, who's retweeted, who's shared, who's just said something to me about the book, who's taken an interest. Thank you. Yeah, what the word community is often weaponized in a bad way, but there is community out there within the indie environment, and I've been able to take part in it. There are some fantastic people that have helped me and have been very supportive, and that will not be forgotten. I will always be there to support those people in return. Thank you, everybody.
Well, and we appreciate being able to support such awesome projects from such great creators. That's the whole thing that Red Valkyrie is about, is us finding these amazing books that have insanely good standards, high standards, and that have really passionate and considerate creators behind them who are going to do what they need to make sure that this is a good book or a good project for their fan base. So thank you for being somebody that we could get behind. Thank you. It makes my job easier, which is phenomenal. But also, you're a wonderful person to have on. We love having you on the show. You're always just such a pleasure to talk to. And please get out there, get this book. I want to see it at least hit 10K. I really want to see it hit, what was it? Hold on, I did the conversion. $11,640.64, so I can get a patch.
Is that all? That's not a lot.
That's it.
That's not a lot.
Come on now.
Not a lot. It's not
$1,600. Let's do this.
Even if we could get that before I go to delivery in January. Yeah.
We got 2 more months. There's Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll come up with a beautiful thing that you can put in a card that says, "Hey, thanks so much for backing this. It'll get to you just after Christmas. It's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, hit me up, and if I do a PDF, I don't give a shit."
People will wait for a patch. They will wait for a patch.
Absolutely. And if we can get this going, and you can give it as Christmas gifts, it'll be totally fine. It'll be like a rain check in a card. Be like, you'll get it. It's in the mail. It'll be fine.
I put it in the post. It's in the post. It's in the post.
Exactly. It's in the post, but it's coming from Britain, so it might take a while. Just like I say, Amazon does that for sold out items. See, we can make it happen. It's fine, guys. Like your Nana will understand.
We can do it.
Your little niece, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But thank you so much, Russ, for coming on. You're just wonderful. And thank you very much to Cy, my co-host, for doing everything behind the scenes. Even after microphone meltdown, Cy is still here just making everything absolutely epic. Cy says thank you to Russ, and thank you all to the chat. Couldn't agree more. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We love all of you, and we are very excited to catch you guys next time. So go back this book, quick. Go quick.
Check out the new perk tomorrow. Check it out tomorrow.
New perk tomorrow. This picture will be plastered everywhere for you. It's going to be amazing. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We will catch you all next time. See you later.
Thanks to the chat.